Hello, Katie. I'm so sorry that I got you into this mess. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ukir tribe, and we have a little bit of a pickle. Katie, who is one of our creatures who is carrying that oh so rare K immunity gene, is over here getting ready to have a baby, ironically with one of the rogue males who we ended up naming Yuki with 3 eyes to represent that it would be the 3rd reincarnation of the fertility god Yuki for the Ukir tribe. He wandered by, had immunity D, which is another rare gene that we need to weave into our tribe's genetics, and I was so excited to chase after that rogue male that I forgot there was a predator right here, and I sent Katie right into the predator's waiting maw. So we need to see whether or not she is about to become a snack or if she's going to be able to give birth to that creature who will hopefully have the D and K immunity genes. That would be like the perfect trifecta of rare genes there. Even if we may end up with the derp snout or the crippled paw trait as well, it's probably worth it to snag those rare immunity genes. So we're gonna have to see what happens to her, and we're also keeping an eye on the other side of the island where our little armored body family is continually having babies in the hopes of one day being able to produce a child with the armored body. So far, Navi's spiky body trait seems to be extremely dominant, and I think that all of their children have been born with spiky body except for Harvey. They're all born with spiky body. Oh, and it's like we can't get rid of it. And if we tried to mutate in the new gene, I don't think that we would be able to see, big body come in. Let's see. You guys, that's the bottom line. Navi needs to step down as his mate's mate, and we actually need to have him move out of the way for his brother Halvor, because Halvor would have the opportunity to pass on either big body or armored body, and if spiky body has turned out to be so dominant, that's the new twist we need. Oh, Navi, I'm so sorry. But look, all of our children who could have possibly been born with armored body have been born with spiky body. So I think that's the path we're going to need to go down now. And I think that we're going to have to give Camila a new mate. But it's all to preserve the genes that their mother, who had been trapped in ice for so long, had passed down to them. So I think it'll be worth it. But all right, so let's go ahead. We're going to have to see if Katie's life is in danger. Oh, we had some deaths. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen, Katie. Can you get him? Can you get him? Let's have Raiju come over. Would he even be able to help out? All right, Katie, how is that attack? Let's see. Maybe she can do... Oh, there's a Domingo behind us and everything. All right. So Katie just turned the carnivore who attacked her into a snack. But now we're going to have to see if the baby is going to be okay. If she's going to be able to survive that and have the child, hopefully with those K and D immunity genes. Mooney is also going to be looking for that male because we want to pass on that K and the D immunity genes. And her daughter Snowflake, well, Snowflake can help out with taking care of some of the land around here. So we'll have to find somewhere good to put Snowflake so she can gather up enough food to justify keeping her in the tribe. No offense, Snowflake, she currently is the only one to carry that rare immunity D gene. So, I mean, she is pretty useful. I just am not sure what we're going to do with her just yet. All right, and we've got a bunny over here that I think Kinka is going to snag for us. And then we've got little Tanu, who is okay at gathering up berries and bunnies, so he can help out with collecting that bunny up. Is he old enough to survive? I'm pretty sure as a teenager he's old enough to survive now, without getting eaten, I mean. All right, another bunny. Lots and lots of bunnies around here. This has been a very fruitful spot for us to settle. So I'm really glad that Lamila insisted on it. Lamila is supposed to be Raiju's mate as well. Raiju happens to have that lovely immunity K gene. And I'm hoping that because we've kind of split the tribe into 2, like I talked about before, keeping the immunity K and D gene going with this little group will end up supplementing the genes for the armored body babies once we get them up and going. So Raiju, let's move you down. Oh, look, there he is. There's Yuki. Once again, the fertility god has reincarnated, this time as a rogue male. I guess that's kind of like an ironic twist of fate. Like sometimes he is a bit of a negative god to have visit you because he's got the no paws and the derp snout, and sometimes he's super strong and reborn as an extremely powerful creature within the tribe. So keeping the albinism trait would be really nice though. All right, we're gonna have you continue moving, Raiju. So we'll have him scooch over to his future mate on that side. And then we do have a balance bear problem on this side that we're trying to avoid. There is a balance bear. Oh, and he stole my food. All right, so apparently the Arctic ram foxes are not too terribly dangerous. Mostly what they will do is they will steal your food rather than attack you. But I would still appreciate being able to remove them, and I imagine their pelts would warm our creature's little tribe, which is not the nicest thought, but you know what? We've got to look at the practicalities of survival, and Harvey's very cold right now, so he might jump up into the hot springs. I hope a blizzard. I hope that's not a sign that a blizzard is on the way. All right, we had 2 new babies born. One of whom, armored body, armored body. Yes! Kiravan! I am Kiravan! Okay, we've got to give you a good name. Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, Navi, I'm so happy. Your last son. Actually, okay, we'll name the little one Maddox, actually, which is a list that I'm looking at right now, and apparently it means lucky, and I think that actually fits in pretty well. I don't know if it actually does, but we're just gonna go with the cool meanings you guys give things, because defense, I think that's just enough defense to survive the balance bear. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Now we just have to survive the bird. I don't think that's enough to survive the bird though. All right, we do need to swap the brothers out though. Halvor is going to come over, and he is going to become the new mate rather than Navi. Navi is going to take over, really helping out his daughter Winty, I think, and making sure that she's comfortable. She is a blind creature, and I think that he has a very deep love and soft spot for her. He loves all of his kids, don't get me wrong. Just, you know, there's a lot of them. And sometimes it's easier to focus on one over the others, especially if they may need a bit of extra help. Camila can come down. Come on. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. Finally gotten the breeding going. And I'm really hoping they will end up having a armored bodied baby. But Maddox is our first armored bodied creature with high fertility even. Fantastic. So relieved. This is amazing. Hopefully they'll turn out really well. Taiga is actually one of my favorite creatures too. Doesn't he just have like the coolest look, especially for this particular challenge that we're facing? I really think, oh, look at all the bones everywhere. I really think that he is a lot of fun, and he reminds me a lot of Remy and then Remimi, who was her like reincarnation. And I think I'm gonna have him continue moving this way and look for a mate on the other side of the island, amongst this side of the family, or I should say like maybe the other tribe. And Kiro is about to pass away. I'll have him clear some things up, maybe dig up some roots, and then he will add his bones to the beautiful mountainside of bones that we are building. And then, oh yeah, we had another baby. Oh, and we lost her mate. Oh, recall me. Her mate Everett finally passed away. He was such a cool guy, and he has left behind a young son, F&E immunity, purple eyes, really cool looking, big body, spiky body, big nose. Oh, I kind of want to name him Evan, or Evar. Let's go with Evar after his father, because I really liked his dad a lot. And recall me, we're gonna have you scooch over. Oh, there's a nest. There's a permanent nest right over here I totally forgot about. We even had a baby in that nest once upon a time, I think. And I even have it cleared away with the grass. Oh, the grass is just so thick it's hard to tell now. But there we go. So we've got little Evar. Not sure if we'll breed him, but he's pretty healthy. And I'm so excited about the armored body. I'm just thrilled to pieces about that. That's going to make everything so much easier. And then little Eri here. What am I going to do with her? Good at collecting. We may have her come over and help out with exploring, I think. I don't think the teenagers can get eaten by birds. I may really regret that choice if that's the case. All right, so what do we have going on over here now? Nobody on any nest. Let's see what kind of baby we're going to have with this matchup. Another armored baby? And Kuvan, big body, dang it. So we got big body instead of armored body, but I will take that because I think spiky body is genetically dominant, and he did mutate in some antlers, which actually look pretty cool on him. I'm going to name this little one, let's see. There's actually a pretty interesting name here, Katamiti, but is that more Kanemiti, you know what? I'm gonna say he's kind of like a mountain poet. He's very poetic, and that's Kanemiti. I really like that name, and he doesn't have very high fertility. He doesn't even have the armored body recessive either, so he probably won't be one of our breeders. I think what we may do with him, because he's got runner's leg and because he does have some attack, is he may be a bunny hunter on the mountain, and he may be a bit of a poet of our family, so that'll be fun to keep track of. All right, and let's see what we have going on over here. Bunny, that means food. Gonna get the food. Can maybe help with the food. Too young to collect the food. Also unprotected, so mom's jumping back over there rather than gather the food this turn. We have Bunny over here that you can gather, little one. I do think that we're going to be gathering some of that. Oh, there's another bunny. Can I get it? Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, wait. Oh. Yes! All right! We are really hunting those bunnies. That is fantastic. That's going to help us out so much with the food. Not to mention, it looks like there's a few clams here and there that we can work on too. And then we can gather up these nuts. Oh, the family is really coming together to be able to gather up quite a bit. I'm so proud of them. There we go. At this rate, we'll be able to work on like moving up to the next island at no time, especially now that we are finally getting some more of the armored bodied creatures. So Maddox is going to come over here. He has no idea how many of our hopes and dreams are placed onto these tiny little shoulders. And we're going to have his mother, Comila, step this way and try once again to have a baby. So kind of Halvar's job is going to be babysitting and baby making for a little while. We're getting really up there on the number of creatures that we have. I don't want to have to start considering banishments for some of them, but that may be the case if we need to make sure that our genetics are really kind of on par. All right, there's a Domingo. Katie, you're going to go ahead, get very comfy in the nest, have some babies. Snowflake is going to gather up some of the berries from these berry bushes. And then Mooney actually needs to find where that wandering male went, believe it or not. She does need to take on that wandering male as a mate. Raiju is going to wiggle his way over to the lovely Lamila, who would be a good mate for him. They have a very slow-moving relationship. And then Zakai. I really love Zakai as some sort of leader type. And I want to be able to give him that role. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with Zakai. Kinka I really like too. I think she's amazing. And I may have her kind of wander around. She and Everett wouldn't make very good mates, unfortunately. But she has big body, so she's got quite a bit of defense. The tree is already kind of crowded enough as it is. And I think maybe Tanu can also do some bunny hunting too. The tree is kind of crowded, but you know what? I think I need some help clearing away the grass. So Kinka, you're going to stay here just long enough to help with gathering up these nuts and clearing away the grass around here. All right, how's everybody doing? Doing pretty good. Now we have a couple females on the nest. Let's see if we can get that armored body in. As soon as we have 2 armored body creatures that we can start breeding together, we're going to get that gene as the dominant gene for all of the creatures we send to the next island. That's my big goal. All right, what do we have? Come on. No! Oh, curses. All right, so Isiri here actually carries the armored body. Darn it, but she doesn't display it. Just like her brother, Katami, does not display the armored body. What a pity. We really need that to work out. So the only one with armored body so far is Maddox, but at least that means any children that he would have would hopefully actually end up with having armored body, like a chance of it. A chance I could accept better than no chance at all. So I'm going to move Navi over here. He and his daughter are going to continue collecting up these nuts together. There we go. I think the other daughter, Lassie, is going to run this way. She was going to eat that nice big, man, I wonder, I don't want to test Maddox out now and see if he would be able to survive that or not, but hey, there's always that. And then Avar, what can you do, little one? He can collect and he can attack, so I'm going to send him over here. And he and his mom can work on trying to attack that crabbit at the very least. All right, his mom, Rakomi is about to pass away of old age. And oh good, we have some more bunnies on the bunny burrows here. So we do have a lot of food kind of starting to come in easier. And is there any other... Wow, there's a lot of the good little roots that Taiga could gather up on the cliffside here. I guess Taiga could meet with a mate up here. That's always an option. And then Tanu's got some really great movement. Wow. So he could actually do quite a bit of exploring on top of the mountain. No, Tanu! Keep your name, little one. But we're starting to get to the point where I might start banishing creatures, actually, which I really hesitate to do, but we're over 20 creatures. We have a big goal that we want to focus on, and that's what we learned from the Pamara tribe, is that sometimes you just have to kind of set them free so you can focus on the thing you're doing, and that's kind of armored body and immunity genes. So we'll have to see. All right, so I'm gonna have little Tanu come down here and be like, hey, wow, and like sharing the meat that Harvey just collected. Harvey might be a little offended, like, who are you and what right do you have to just show up and start sharing in my food? But I think that Tanu has like this really overeager, happy little personality that Harvey might find kind of like, all right, kid, I guess I'm gonna have to think you're kind of cool. Harvey. All right, Harvey. Harvey could be a mate with Isri. Thank goodness. Oh, they have the right kind of immunity genes. I'm pretty sure. Triple checking. Yes, G and E immunity genes. And then let's see. Yeah, G and E for little Isri, who needs a new name actually. So I'm going to name her. Let's name her Rasia. She's going to be little Rasia. I think we've had some Rasias in the past. And she has G and E. He has A and C. It's a match made in heaven. And they hopefully, they don't have like perfect genetics, but it's better than her being related to Maddox. So at least there's a chance we could pass on that armored body still. All right, and Halvor, we are going to continue trying for babies. Camila is going to make her little nest nice and safe. I wonder if I could get over here, grab that. Who just did what? No! Dang it! Yuki! Reborn fertility god! You weren't supposed to mess with Lamila! You weren't supposed to mess with her! She was slated to have a perfectly wonderful mate of her own, and it wasn't you! Oh my gosh. Ugh. Alright, let's gather up that bunny. I am so offended right now. Poor Lamila, and I'm not even gonna have her baby just yet. Ah, Yuki, you were supposed to be here for Mooney. Mooney actually wanted to take you as a mate, and then you just go and vanish on her like this. Alright, we'll gather up whatever food we just stumbled on over here. And we just had little rice. So here's an example. And we're gonna rename her, I think, let's rename her Giriana, which is one of the names you guys have suggested. And here's an example of a creature we may not keep. She doesn't have any immunity genes that we really need. We'll have to see how strong she could possibly be, but without the cracker jaw, that's actually a huge drawback for us on being able to have creatures strong enough to help us contribute to the tribe. So Katie, unfortunately, let's get rid of this bunny. Oh no, didn't mean to leave the baby undefended. So yeah, we may actually let Snowflake go, even though she has the immunity D gene, and we may let little Griana go because we're hitting our limit of above 20 creatures that I like to keep, and we really need to be really picky about the genes we're gonna have from here on. But oh no, the balance bear, he's coming in. Halvor, I really need you to stay safe, buddy. You're in charge of having some of those babies. So I'm gonna have Maddox move over here. And I'm really hoping that high defense on him means something. So Maddox is gonna keep an eye on that balance bear. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, and we have a little leech, so we need to get off of Evar too. All right, armored body baby and balance bear incoming. I'm sure this will be fine, right? Wow, Maddox, you actually can face him down head to head. Maddox is going head to head with the balance bear and nothing's happening. Oh my gosh. We can have a little conversation with the balance bear and he can't do anything about it. That's so cool. I'm so excited about that. Okay, please, armored body, Rari. She has armored body recessive. So it looks like she and her brother are gonna have to have some babies. We really desperately need. He's gonna have to just have his sisters as mates, I think, and we're just gonna have to isolate the sick children. That's just the bottom line in the end. I don't think we have any other choice. And let's see, Kadami. Woo. All right. So now I know we've got quite a few children who have had the armored body gene mixed in. I think that they could be quite useful to our family. I'm going to continue to try to have a few more of those children. We're going to need to start letting go of certain creatures who may no longer contribute to our tribe as we need. Did I just... Okay. Oh, yeah, that was his mom. Oh, she just passed away. Let's have him come over here. I think that little Avar would come on down. And is that a new rogue? Ravanta? Is that one of the rogue males wandering around? Huh. Ravanta. Or is he like a rogue? And he does have immunity D, but he also has hemophilia. Oh my goodness, I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Winty, if he gets close enough, we might invite him into the tribe. And Navi is about to pass away. Oh, Navi, I'm gonna miss you so much. And I think Winty would help out with the little leech problem that Avar has and try to help her. I think that that would earn his loyalty because Avar's mother and father are both gone now. And Winty is quite kind. So I think that Avar would be the one to stick around and kind of watch out for her and try to make sure that she's going to be safe. And then Halvor, I'm a little nervous about the balance bear being so close. And then Lassie has the armored body gene, which I think is a little too dominant. So I probably won't breed her, but she can gather up some berries. I'm going to move her down here and she can kind of, oh, look at all the bunnies. She can take over for this spot, I think. Keep an eye on all those bunnies and all of those berries. All right, and then a little Akademi. Why not send our little awesome poet off to be able to do some of his own searching, wandering work? Let's gather up that bunny. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, Ari is over here. She can, oh, there's the predator. We found where one of the predators is lurking, so we might take him out. Oh, there's so much going on. Whew. All right. So Tanu is also another one who won't be doing any of the actual, he won't be doing any of the actual breeding, so we might push him out of the family soon. But he could have seen the predator from afar and come to help out Ari, and I think that would be quite a good gesture from him. Ari also does have the armored body recessive, so push come to shove, if we have to, we'll try breeding her to propagate that, and Harvey can come on over and do some attacking and defending too. Little Akatami may come over. We'll have to see what we can do with that rogue. And then Maddox is not being bothered by the balance bear. I kind of want to leave him over here and see what happens. I'm really nervous. He's our only full-bodied armored creature, but we're going to see what goes down. And what's going on over here? Katie, I think, is just going to spend, oh, it's her very last day, kind of clearing some things away. And Griana, her child, I think that Griana and Snowflake, especially if Immunity D is kind of showing up in other spots, we may have these two become wanderers, and that would ease up the number of creatures we have to take care of. Little Mooney has been searching for you, Yuki. Yuki, dang it! Not Kinka! Dang it! She was another one of my good females I was looking forward to trying to breed. All right. And then, of course, poor Zakai is still waiting for a mate. He's got big body. I don't suppose I could send over one of my recessive armored body females. Maybe Ari? Maybe. I mean, that might be kind of fun. That might be worth a try. I do like Ari as well. So I might have to sort through some of... Oh, there's a bunny. What do you mean I can't attack it? Maddox, why isn't your strength? Maddox, why don't you have any strength? Maddox, why? Oh, I'm going to have to work on getting some strength mixed into the family too. That's going to be good for those little antlers and ram horns. All right, Maddox, you get to stand here and just kind of keep an eye on this balance bear. We've got a lot going down. Yeah, I think we're going to have to start clearing away some of our creatures. I definitely want Zakai to be able to have a mate. So you know what? I am going to bring over one of the armored body recessive females that we have. Maybe Lassie. I think we're going to send Lassie because she has black fur over to the other side of the island instead, and we're going to see if she might be able to pass on that armored bodied child just as a whim, just on a whim, kind of like how we're sending to Guy over there, but then all the females are already pregnant, so why would he bother? Why would he bother indeed? All right, let's see. Raiju, I'll have you wiggle your way over here. What can you help out with? He can actually do some fishing. Like, wow. Yay, he did some fishing. Sweet. So he could do some fishing in the waterfall. And then all of my females are now expecting, which is kind of annoying. Thanks, Yuki. Reborn fertility god. I guess we're gonna have to just go ahead and like settle in. Oh, there's a little bit of food down there. Settle in and start having babies. I might as well let Lamila build a nest right there. So she'll have a baby. And Zakai, hopefully you'll stay alive long enough to be able to see some children born to your family too. And it looks like the temperature is dropping, so we may have another blizzard coming in. Whew, all right, we've got more than enough on our plate. I think it's time to start clearing away a few creatures, trimming the edges, kind of doing a little bit of pruning of the family tree. Sounds kind of vicious, but we've got armored body and other genes to search out and watch and see what interesting little stories unfold, especially when it comes to Maddox and his apparent invulnerability. And I'm actually really in love with Tanu. I feel like he has a lot of personality and he is running around just doing what he can to help out, and he is one of the first ones to weave together the two broken halves of the tribe and get them talking to one another and interacting together again. So we're going to have to see where all of this goes, and I'm really hoping it means more armored bodied babies, and it's gonna have to see if Maddox facing down the balance bear is going to show us just how amazingly powerful the armored body gene is or not. So I hope you guys are ready for a little bit of drama, a little bit of excitement, and a little bit of brutal pruning of the family tree next time. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.